What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Now, it's no surprise that 2020 has been horrendous, alright? But hopefully 2021 will be better. I mean, I wasn't even sure if I was even going to make this list because last time I did my anticipated films of 2020, it kind of backfired, so yeah. So, I'm still going to go ahead and do my top 100 anticipated films of next year. I'm going to break it down. Like, I'm gonna make one video where it's like half 20, then the other one will be the next 20, and etc. Alright, so with that being last year I kind of break it down, like went to a 10 instead of a 20. So this time I'm gonna do around 20 this time. So with this video, I'm going to do my top 100 anticipated films of 2020 from 100 to 81. Then, after this video, I'm going to do 80 to, the next, to, 80 to, 61 and, etc. Alright. Coming in at number 100, I'm going to go with The Boss Baby Family Business. Now, this is the follow-up to the 2017 animated comic hit The Boss Baby, which I got a kick out of. I thought the first Boss Baby was really fun. It was cute, charming. I'm looking forward to check out the sequel. This time around, you got Alec Baldwin returning as the role of the Boss Baby. This time around, you got James Marsden voicing here too. This time around, it's where the Tempton brothers are now like older, but they end up having to get turned back into babies to fight to pretty much stop this evil organization. I gotta say, I really quite liked the first Boss Baby. I thought it was really fun. It was cute, charming. I'm looking forward to check out the sequel when that hits. So yeah, the sequel looks pretty decent. So look forward to check out the sequel. Alright, coming in at number 99, I'm gonna go with the Tom and Jerry film. Now, of course, this new Tom and Jerry film is directed by Tim Story, the same guy who gave us the Ride Along movies. I mean, I of course grew up watching Tom and Jerry, so I'm looking forward to check out the new film based on the animated classic that we all knew and love. I mean, the trailer actually looks pretty decent. You also got the likes of Chloe Moretz, Michael Peña's in this. I think this looks really fun. Cool animation style. I mean, it's pretty much it of course takes place in the live action world, which I think is pretty cool too. So yeah, I think this definitely is going to be really awesome to watch. Alright, coming in at number 98, I'm going to go with Tetris. Now, no, this is not an action film based on the game. This is actually a film about pretty much the creation of the video game and the legal battle issues that ensue and all. It stars Taron Egerton. It's from the same director who gave us Stan and Ollie. This actually sounds really interesting. I mean, when they first announced that they were going to do a Tetris film, I'm like, okay, are they really going to move forward with that adaptation? But no, this is actually a film about the making of it, which I think is actually really cool because I'm always a sucker about behind the scene dramas of something, whether it's a movie about Facebook, whether it's a film about McDonald's and all. I think this actually sounds like it could be really interesting. And you got Taron Egerton, who of course played Elton John in Rocketman, so there's that. Yeah, looking forward to checking out Tetris. Now, this is supposed to be an Apple Plus film, so. Alright, coming in at number 97, I'm going to go with Nightingale. Now, this is the lives of these two sisters living in France who are torn apart at the onset of World War II. I gotta say, this actually sounds really interesting. I mean, it is based on a book, so there's that. Directed by Melanie Laurent. It is also, it stars Dakota and her sister Elle Fanning, so there's that. I do like me a good World War II based film, except it's more around the sounding of World War II, I should say. But yeah, this sounds like it could be really intriguing. I mean, Melanie Laurent, of course, she is best known for that film, Inglourious Basterds. And not to mention, she directed Elle Fanning in the film titled Galanon, I think that it's called, a couple years back. So I think this could be really interesting to see her direct. Alright, coming in at number 96, I'm going to go with the Disney film Jungle Cruise. Now, this film was supposed to come out this year, but because of the pandemic and them getting delayed. Of course, this is based on the Disneyland ride, starring Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt. You also have Paul Giamatti. Edgar Ramirez is in this. It is directed by John Collette-Serra, who also is giving us the upcoming Black Adam movie. I think this looks really fun, entertaining. It is nice that, as of right now, it is going to theaters. Would have expected to go straight to Disney Plus now, but it looks like it is going to be a theater release, which I think is perfect for it. Dwayne Johnson, once again, him back in the jungle, could be interesting. So yeah, I think this looks like it could be really cool. Alright, coming in at number 95, I'm going to go with Breaking News in Yuba County. Now, this is about a woman played by Allison Janney, who takes advantage of her growing celebrity status when the police and the public think that her dead husband is just missing. This also stars Mila Kunis. You also got Regina Hars in this. It sounds really interesting. I mean, it's directed by Tate Taylor, who directed films like The Hell, Get On Up. He's directed some pretty solid stuff. He just directed that Justice Chastain film, Anna, which I still have not really checked that one out. But that aside, I think this actually sounds really intriguing. Sounds a bit like a dark comedy, so that could be interesting. So yeah, I'm looking for to check this one out. Alright, coming in at number 94, I'm going to go with The Power of the Dog. Now, it's about a pair of brothers who own a large ranch in Montana, who are pitted against each other, other when one of them gets married. And this film stars the likes of Kristen Dunst, Benedict Cumberbatch, Thomas McKenzie, Jesse Plemons, Cody Smith-McPhee, and Keith Carradine. This is also a Netflix film, so there's that. Jesse Plemons and Kristen Dunst, I believe, are married in real life, so that's pretty cool right there. You got the likes of Benedict Cumberbatch is in this. I think this actually sounds really intriguing. It is from the same director who gave us that film Quills, like back in the 90s, so there's that. I think this actually sounds intriguing. So it's going to be an interesting film to watch on Netflix when that premieres. Alright, coming in at number 93, I'm going to go with the film Dog. Now, it stars Channing Tatum as a Army Ranger named Briggs, and his Belgian melodious companion Lulu, who ends up going on a road trip down the Pacific coast in time to catch their best friend's and handler's funeral. So this is supposed to be like a film about a relation, like a friendship between the dog and the dog's owner's best friend. It stars Channing Tatum, who's also directing this, so this is pretty much like his directorial debut. That should always be pretty good. Anyway, I think this actually sounds like it could be really intriguing. I always do like me a good dog-based film, so there's that. I think this definitely sounds really interesting, so I'll give this one a go. Alright, coming in at number 92, we got a film titled Infinity Night, where the hallucinations of a schizophrenic are revealed to be memories from the past lives where he obtained talents that he still has to this day. Now, this stars Mark Wahlberg, Dylan O'Brien, Sophie Cookson, as well as Chiwetel Ejiofor. It's directed by Antoine Fuqua, who gave us, Training Day and all. This sounds like a very interesting original sci-fi film. Mark Wahlberg teaming with Antoine Fuqua could be pretty interesting. It sounds intriguing, very original, so I'll definitely give this one a go. Alright, coming in at number 91, I'm going to go with Lockdown. Now, this is a HBO Max film, and it is a heist film that takes place during the COVID-19 lockdown. Now, this film stars the likes of Anne Hathaway, Ben Stiller, the aforementioned Chiwetel Ejiofor. I mean, you kind of expected with the COVID-19 pandemic, there will be more movies about that takes place during the pandemic. I mean, they just had that movie, that film Stormbird that just premiered. Now this, so yeah, lots of films that are taking place during this pandemic, which it is crazy time, so it makes sense. I mean, this time around, this is a heist film that takes place during London, so there's that. I like the cast list. I mean, from Anne Hathaway to Ben Stiller. It is directed by Doug Liman, who gave us like Edge of Tomorrow and all. This is going straight to HBO Max, so there's that. So it could be pretty interesting, so I'll definitely give this one a go. Alright, coming in at number 90, I'm going to go with Last Night in Soho. Now, it's about a young girl who is passionate about fashion design, mysteriously enters the 1960s where she encounters her idol, a dazzling wannabe singer, but 1960s London is not what it seems to be, and time seems to fall apart with shady consequences. Now this stars Anya Taylor-Joy, Matt Smith, Thomasin McKenzie, who's also in that Power of the Dog film, Terrence Stamp, the late Game of Thrones actress Diana Rigg. This definitely sounds interesting. It's directed by Edgar Wright, who gave us films like Shaun of the Dead, Scott Pilgrim, Baby Driver. It sounds amazing. I mean, it is supposed to be Edgar Wright's first serious horror film. I mean, he directed Shaun of the Dead, which you could count as a horror film, but that's not really, serious. I mean, Anya Taylor-Joy, she had a really cool year this year with New Mutants and Amma, as well as The Queen's Gambit, so it's nice to see Anya Taylor-Joy making strides next year. I think this definitely sounds interesting, so I can't wait to check this one out. Coming in at number 89, we got an M. Night Shyamalan film titled Ode. Now, of course, Ode is directed by M. Night Shyamalan. It also stars the aforementioned Thomasin McKenzie. You also got Gael Garcia Bernal, Aaron Perel, Vicky Krieps, Alex Wolff from Hereditary fame. Abby Lee is in this. Now, I have no idea what this film is supposed to be about, but I'll give it a benefit of that because it's M. Night Shyamalan. I mean, there was like a period where I was starting to get not so great with M. Night Shyamalan films. Like he gave us movies like The Last Airbender, After Earth, The Happening, Lady in War. But then he had a bit of a great comeback with The Visit. Then he did another great comeback, which was Split, and I quite enjoyed Glass. So M. Night Shyamalan been having a really decent career boost. His Apple Plus series Servant was not all that bad either. Of course, he has season 2 of that coming. I'm actually not really interested in checking out a new M. Night Shyamalan film. I would not have said that before. I mean, of course, he still gave us classics like The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, but his career a little bit stumbled with stuff like Lady in the War. So it's gonna be nice to see M. Night Shyamalan making a new comeback with Ode. So I mean, this thing could easily end up being M. Night Shyamalan's like Stinkfest. That's always a possibility, but I'm at least intrigued by this one. Alright, coming in at number 88, I'm going to go with The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Now, this film is directed by Micah Showalter, who also gave us The Big Sick. And it depicts the history of televangelists Tammy Faye Baker and Jim Baker. It stars Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield, as well as Cherry Jones and Vincent D'Onofrio. Now, this is supposed to be a Fox Searchlight film, so there's that. You got the likes of Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield. Both are really tremendous actors. I believe the film could easily have got released this year if it wasn't for the pandemic. So I guess it's coming out next year. I do like me a good true story film, so this definitely sounds like it could be up my alley. Number 87, I'm going to add Red, White, and Water. Now this stars Jennifer Lawrence as a U.S. soldier who suffers a traumatic brain injury while fighting in Afghanistan and struggles to adjust to life back home. It also stars Brian Tyree Henry from Atlanta fame. This definitely sounds intriguing. Jennifer Lawrence, it is nice to see her make a bit of a comeback because her career has stumbled a little bit with films like Mother, Red Sparrow, Dark Phoenix. So hopefully 2021 will, between this and that Adam McKay film she has coming, hopefully those two films could be, hopefully they could be great comebacks for Jennifer Lawrence. I like the other cast in this. This could be pretty interesting. Alright, coming in at number 86, I'm going to add Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, this is the story of Fred Hampton, the chairman of the Illinois Black Party, and his fateful betrayal by FBI informant William O'Neill. Now, this stars Get Out co-stars Daniel Kaluuya as well as Lakeith Stanfield. You also got Jesse Plemons, the girl who's just cast as Ironheart. You also got Lil Rel Howery, Asher Sanders, Mara Sheen, L.G. Smith, Robert Longstreet. This sounds really intriguing. The trailer, of course, dropped not last year, not so long ago. The movie looks really good. It looks really intense. I mean, I don't really know much about the Black Party, the Black Panther Party, so I can't really comment on the story itself. But you got Daniel Kaluuya, who's always terrific. You've got the likes of Lakeith Stanfield, who's always the best. I think this definitely sounds intriguing. So. Yeah, can't wait to check this one out. Alright, number 85, we got The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Now, of course, this is the third installment of the Conjuring franchise. I quite like some of them. I mean, The Nun and Curse of La Llorona was great, but I quite like the other Conjuring films. You got Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson back as Lorraine and Ed Warren. It's where paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren try to uncover the truth behind Murr's claim of demonic possession. So once again, this one is also based on a true story about this guy who claimed that his past murder included from a possession. It sounds intriguing. The other Conjuring movies have been pretty decent, so I'm looking forward to checking out a third one. Number 84, I got James Wan's new film, Malignant. Now, I have no idea what Malignant is supposed to be about, but it's directed by James Wan, who has directed some of the best films, whether it's Saw, whether it's he gave us the first two Conjuring movies. He gave us some of the Insidious films. I think James Wan is a really decent filmmaker, so I'm looking forward to see where he's going to take us with this new film, Malignant. It also stars Annabelle Wallis, who was just who appeared in the first Annabelle film. Maddie Hassan, Mackenzie Grace is in this. George Young. I think this actually sounds intriguing. I'm always a sucker for a new horror film, so hopefully this could be something really interesting. Alright, coming in at number 83, I'm going to go with Morbius. Now, it's where Michael Morbius tries to cure himself from a rare blood disease, but when his experiment goes wrong, he adversely affects himself with a form of vampirism instead. So he pretty much becomes the Morbius the living vampire. This, of course, looks great. I mean, it is, of course, a Spider-Man spin-off, so there's that. You got the likes of Jared Leto, you got Tyrese Gibson's in this. You got Jared Harris. It looks intriguing. I mean, Morbius is a really interesting character, and you don't really get too many vampire-based comic films. And Jared Leto is back in his comic book, back in another comic film after starring in Suicide Squad. So there's that. This looks like it could be really interesting. So I'll give this one out. Number 82 is another Spider-Man spin-off, and that is Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Now, this is directed by Andy Serkis. You got Tom Hardy back as Venom, a.k.a. Eddie Brock. You got Woody Harrelson this time playing the role of Carnage. Naomi Harris is in this. The first Venom was okay. I didn't really love it or anything, but I thought the first Venom was pretty decent, so I'm looking forward to checking out where they're going to take the sequel at. I mean, rumor has it that the next Venom movie could be rated R, so there's that. I like the title of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. That's a really good title. So I look forward to check out this new Venom film. Alright, my number 81, then I'll stop this video and do the next 20. Number 81, I'm going to go with Apollo 10.5, A Space Age Adventure. This is a coming-of-age story set in the suburbs of Houston, Texas, in the summer of 1969, and stands around the historic Apollo 11 moonlighting. This is directed by Richard Linklater, back in his animation form. Of course, he gave us, Waking Life and all, and A Scan of Darkness. It was nice to see Richard Linklater back to his animation films. It stars the likes of Jack Black, Glenn Powell, Zachary Levi, Josh Wiggins. It's part anime, it's part live action, so I think this would be really interesting. You got Richard Linklater back, back in the directing chair, who I've always been a fan of Richard Linklater. The film is from Netflix, so there's that. It could be pretty intriguing, so I'll give this one a go. Alright, that's it for now. Let me pull up the upcoming list. Alright, number 88, The Boss Baby Family Business. Number 100, The Boss Baby Family Business. Number 99, Tom and Jerry. 98, Tetris. 97, The Nightingale. 96, Jungle Cruise. 95, Breaking News in Yuba County. 94, The Power of the Dog. 93, Dog. 92, Infinite Night. 91, Lockdown. 90, Last Night in Soho. 89, Ode. 88, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. 87, Red, White, and Water. 86, Judas and the Black Messiah. 85, The Carnage, The Devil Made Me Do It. 84, Melanin. 83, Morbius. 82, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And 81, Apollo 10.5, A Space Stage Adventure. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films are you interested in checking out? Are you interested in checking out Apollo 10.5? Are you interested in checking out Morbius, Venom, Let There Be Carnage? And after this video, I'll make my next top 20. Anyway, drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Yes, sir. See you, signing out.